Okay, hello, dear friends. Good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful evening. And I am finishing my day, not yet finished. So there are a lot of. That's silly, I'm sorry. We bought a new water spray bottle. And my husband just bought it and he's playing with it. I said I want to buy a water spray bottle. So he went out. He went to the store. There are still a couple of stores open. And he bought that one with long neck and very easy to spray water. And when you squeeze it loose, it becomes a water gun. When you squeeze it tight, it becomes spray. And it's really very, very fun. So I spray it. I spray it as a gun to the trees, to the root of the trees, and it's really fun. And he was playing with it now. Anyway, this video, I just want to take this time to sit down to reflect on what we do when we have a bad day. I think we all have bad days, and there is not one particular person who has the right to say that he is almighty and can deal with those bad days. I actually would like to hear what you do to deal with those bad days, how you deal with them, and what is your way of doing it. So let's go a little bit deeper into this. When I have a bad day, it's usually I'm criticized. I did something wrong, or all kinds of things. But one thing that really makes me better off is that I have something to do. It is very, very important. Okay, I put my earbud away so that I'm not disturbed by my own sound. So the very important thing is that we have things to do. If we do not have things to do, if we have nothing to do, we just brew those sorrow, those sadness, those loneliness, and it becomes worse and worse, and that is not good. That is what we should try to avoid. One of the very, very important and critical things to deal with a bad day is having something to do, I think. And but it's a vicious cycle. When we have a bad day, it's because we do not have something to do. So we have the extra time to torture ourselves with our negative thoughts. And the second thing, the other side of the edge, is that when we are having a bad day, we are depressed, we just do not have the energy to initiate something to do. So that makes things bad also. So I think, from my experience, having bad day, or from a bad day to a good day, or coming out of a bad day, coming out of problems or sad feelings, is the key is the turning point. The turning point. How long those negative feelings linger around, and how quick you can switch that into a positive thought or experience. For example, a couple of months ago, I was really in a not so good situation. A lot of things happen, a lot of negative things happen. It's I completely myself was in that stage of negativity, and it's very hard to get out of that. And I can definitely feel that it takes longer time for me to become positive. It takes longer time to find the turning point. It takes me longer time to initiate something new and something positive. And now I feel I am so much better off spiritually and in a lot of situations. Maybe because I do not know a lot of situations, so I have less things to worry about. You know what I'm saying, right? When you know too many things, when you know too much, it does not help. It does not make your life better. Make sure you know less. Keep yourself away from too many things, too overwhelming things. There are times you miss something. It's okay. Comparing with a healthy life, comparing with a healthy mindset, sometimes knowing less is better. And I am not promoting for knowing less, but that worked for me. And if I know less and I got punished, or I got criticized, I accept. If you decide to know less, do you have the courage to accept the consequence of your ignorance, of your innocence, of your not knowing? If you have the courage, know less. Know less is more healthy for you. And because recently I am in a better mindset and attitude, so it is much easier for me to turn the point, to turn the stone. And I always find something new, because when you are not in the right mindset, you just cannot find things new. And once you find something new and in the mood of learning something, of doing something, of creating something, then you have some temporary short downturns, low times. You can quickly come back to your normal sense, because you want to continue to do the other thing you always wanted to do. I want to do my math worksheet. I have still, there is no end how many I can do. I can do digital drawing. There is no end. I always want to do them. I can still do them. And that is important. So look for something to do. Having a cup of tea does not make me relax. No, not at all. And sitting outside in the sunshine, in a comfortable place, does not make me relax. The way that make me relax, that relax me, is having something to do, is finding the meaning of my life. Sitting there and just enjoy is a torture. Do you agree? For me, it's a torture. Go to the beach and sitting under the beach, see the waves. It builds more pressure on me. I know people are different. Cuckoo, cuckoo is there. People are different, but maybe going to the beach and sitting there, maybe it's a time for you to rejuvenate yourself and getting new idea. Go for it. For me, something that works better, works the best, is do things. It just do stuff. It includes kneel down, put my knees on the floor, cleaning the floor. That is one of the best, most effective thing that I do. It makes me so happy. I always, always feel happy for cleaning something. And I remember my mom said that, see how good we are living. My mom's generation was the generation without soap in the countryside, or without sufficient soap, cleaning material. And so we have detergent, we have sponge, we have gloves, this and that. I remember my mom said, cleaning up the dish and see the grease and the dirt and the dirty stuff going away. It's so satisfying. It's just very satisfying. Cleaning up dish, wear my glove to clean the dish, to clean, spray the floor with Windex and then clean it up with a toilet paper, completely wipe it clean, no dust, nothing. That makes me happy. And doing something, finish some work, finding some problems, and doing math problems also makes me happy. And thinking about things, I am thinking about making some isometric grid, and because I want to make grid, isometric grid, so I started from the isometric dots and square dots, and then isometric lines, and then I start to search video how to do isometric lines, and then there are tons of videos on Adobe, on YouTube, about Adobe, about Google Drawing, everything, and it takes me forever to look at it. I think I am very happy because I have a list of video I want to listen to, so that I can walk and listen. And if I only walk without listening, or without doing something, put my mind in active mode, I feel sad, I feel bad. So for me, the best thing that works well is do things, and not having a cup of tea. Having a cup of tea, oh, maybe at this moment, yeah, maybe, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Having something to do, find the meaning of your life. I remember when I was young, and do I need to tell the story? Okay, so I was young, and I took train with a friend, with a relative, and he knew I could speak English, and in the train there was one guy from Bolivia, and he could not speak any Chinese, and nobody in the train speaks English, and my relative said, maybe you can speak English with him. So I started to practice English. So the train ride was 2 days or many, many hours, and I started to talk, to practice English, and it makes me feel less sad, less lonely, less bored. So find something to do. It's the most important thing to get myself away from a badness, from a bad day. Another thing, if you have a bad day with another person say you did something wrong, criticize you, or pointing out that you have some problem, it's actually a bad day for this person. People do not get pleasure by thinking of something negative, thinking of another person negative. No. So think about another person. He is suffering also by just projecting, by just presenting his unsatisfaction about you. It's very negative for him also. So take the initiative to be kind and understand this person, and reflect on what you do is wrong, is more constructive. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. Now I am doing my things. I'm happy I have things to do.